Following a management buyout, engineer Rudolf Geiersberger founded Ingenia in 2001. Soon afterwards, the company turned to both planning and implementing galvanizing plants. Computer technology and 3D design of crane elements paved the way for a groundbreaking development in material handling and software for in-house material transport. Thanks to simulation software developed by Ingenia, operation of a galvanizing plant can be demonstrated on an industrial PC in real time, already in the stage of planning. The transportation system consists of autonomous travel units with chain hoists, similar to transport vehicles in the automotive industry, traveling on transport networks. Such monorail loops with turning switches instead of curves provide us with a chance to implement modular logistic concepts. Generally, high energy consumption and the amount of liquid zinc in the kettle limit a galvanizing plant's output. Furthermore, preceding processes are normally dimensioned according to the kettle output. Operation of a galvanizing plant starts with the delivery of black material close to the racking station in order to avoid intermediate storage. For contract work, the material is tied to the jigs by wire, while titanium hooks are used for mass-produced articles. After loading, workers select the appropriate pre-treatment program and push Enter to start the process. A patented loading device enables safe automatic lifting of the material. On its way to the pre-treatment area, the travel unit passes the turning switches for changing its direction, as well as the contour control. Capacity balancing can be achieved by intermediate buffering. In the pre-treatment area, each chain sling is lowered into the dip tanks with defined dipping speed and inclination, according to specified program parameters that also control the respective exposure times. Pre-treatment takes place in an emission-tight space where hoists are kept outside. Only chains and bottom blocks pass through rubber lips into the emitter zone. A special paddle for the chains opens the sealing lips that ensure the required impermeability. Emissions are continuously suction cleaned by a van and scrubber. All maintenance equipment, such as valves and pumps, are installed outside the pre-treatment area. The complete chemical process is visualized on a monitor displaying several images. Following pickling and fluxing, the jigs pass the dryer and then arrive at the kettle enclosure without any loss of temperature. An automatic control system turns the furnace burners on or off in order to ensure an economical use of energy resources. The control panel, including a monitor that visualizes process running times and loads, is positioned close to the zinc kettle. Non-standard programs can also be prompted here. Flue gas is led to the filter system, and filter dust is collected in containers in order to be recycled at a later stage. The heat recovery system provides sufficient energy for heating the pre-treatment dip tanks. Dipping and lifting at the zinc kettle can also be operated fully automatically using a Teach Mode program. Emitted waste gases and fumes constantly remain below the limits prescribed by European IPPC and TA Luft guidelines. Due to the custom-built transport technology, processing time is significantly reduced, allowing for a jig to enter the furnace while galvanized material leaves it at the same time. The monorail loop is designed in such a way as to store a hot jig in a buffer store for cooling or to conduct any kind of finishing treatment according to customer demand. Offload is conducted at lifting and lowering stations similar to the loading procedure. Following retouching work, packing and loading is executed by overhead traveling cranes or forklift trucks. Transportation trucks are loaded directly without any need for intermediate storage. The Ingenia material handling system relieves personnel from handling any jigs. Input instructions for delivery or collection of jigs are entered into the control panel. No overhead transportation of jigs take place here. Our environment-friendly and reliable overall concept makes galvanizing the up-to-date solution for long-lasting protection against corrosion.